Hello, everybody. Today we are doing this again. Like I said in my at tail end of my last video, we are going to be looking at the new trailer for Pokemon. I'm not recording the thing. Hold on. At the new trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So yeah. And now you're going to go ahead and look at this. So this is the official Pokemon Twitter account. And as you can see, it says, hashtag Pokemon BG players. This one's for you. The game's about to change, and hashtag Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And it has both a red heart and a purple heart. So now we shall see what this is all about. New additions bring more excitement to Pokemon battles. So this is actually the first thing I wanted to point out. Where is it? Here. A lot of people have screen capped this on Twitter because it seems like, based on the context, that these are the names for our main characters. Because if you don't know, every main character in Pokemon games have had a name. Red, green, blue. I believe in X and Y it was Caleb and Serena. And so yeah, this is apparently seemingly the names for our default main characters. And it also looks like we get a little sneak peek as to some of the customization options, because you can see that this hair looks different from how it normally is. Still have juxtaposed in the thing. I'll show the pictures of them on the official art. And also the boy's hair is also a little bit different. So it looks like we're getting some look into the customization options of our player characters.
So, yeah, I looked at it. You're seeing the comparison now. I don't see a difference, and if there is a difference, it's probably just a difference covered by the hat. So I don't think it's, like, actually showing off any sort of, like, different hairstyles or anything. But, yeah, so I don't know what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking out my butt. Sorry, I guess. But I'm throwing this in to, correct it. Because, yeah, no.
That's always nice. But I just wanted to stop there because it's been a big thing on Twitter. Is it really important? Not necessarily, because obviously you can pick your name on Pokemon, but it's good information. And this is the first thing, is a Pokemon that seems like it would be it's a pre-evolution to Cyclizar, or pre-evolution to the legendaries, because it obviously shares the throat with Koraidon, and then it also shares some aesthetics with Miraidon, and then it also just kind of has, and then also has its own things like green color scheme and whatnot. But so I mean, it looks unique, but it looks like it's in that evolutionary line, if there is one. So that's going to be interesting to see. Maybe it could be a thing where it's like, because we're the player character, we get Koraidon and Miraidon, which are based on whichever game, but then like the average Hisuian, or not Hisuian, what's Palladian. This is a Paladin region or something like that. But then like the Palladian people, most of them use Cyclizar as their version of Miraidon or Koraidon. So we'll see. And this is the addition of the new move, which is Shed Tail. Create a substitute, then swap places with a party Pokemon in waiting. So basically you'll be able to, as it shows here, create a substitute, and then a different Pokemon comes out. So that's going to be really cool and fun. And then we have this item. This is one of two new items, I believe, which is the Mirror Herb, which copies your opponent's stat increases when consumed. So that's a fun little thing. And I could really see that being used in competitive a lot. I don't see it being used in like regular gameplay unless they made the games that hard again, like how they did in Sinnoh with the first Sinnoh games. But which I would love, but I think this will definitely be more used in competitive than it would be in the actual game. Aside from, people just generally trying it out in the game. And then obviously we've seen terastallizing before in the previous trailers, which is just that basically an opponent or a Pokemon can change type based on its Terra type when it terastallizes. And obviously Pokemon's all about type advantages and disadvantages. So obviously if a Pokemon can change its type, that's a huge thing. And I could definitely see that being useful in battles, and especially competitive. Because like here you can see Colossal, this Pokemon, is normally a fire rock type. And so, I believe, I could be wrong, but and you can see that was just a water type move used on it. And normally, a water type move would be four times super effective on Colossal. But since it terastallized, it now has the water typing, and so now, because it's water type, it's not very effective. And so the move is weak, and so the water move used against it is actually weaker now because its type changed. And then obviously I have cases like this where I'm pretty sure Breloom has always been a grass type, and so it can just keep its type as well when it terastallizes. So that's going to be interesting to see if, like, what terastallizing does in terms of that. Because obviously we know that terastallizing can change a Pokemon's type. But aside from that, we don't know if it actually does anything for a Pokemon. So does it truly do something for, say, Breloom if it has a grass type Terra type? Does that actually make a difference for it to terastallize because it's already grass type? I guess we'll see. But new item, loaded dice. This is the second new item. And so it says it makes multi-strike moves more likely to hit more times. So the example they'll show here is Bullet Seed, which can hit anywhere from one time to 5 times. Or like say a move like Double Slap can hit up to 5 times. So it just makes it more likely. Here's the second new move, Terra Blast, which is really interesting to me. So it seems like, based on what we know of this move already, I think this is going to be a move that every Pokemon can use, or at least every Pokemon that can terastallize also has this move. Because if you look at what it says that it changes that it's a move that changes type when the user has terastallized. And it looks like, based on that design, you saw that Tyranitar is a ghost type when it terastallizes, so its Terra type is ghost. And as a result, the Terra Blast looks a lot more ghosty. It has like ghostly whips flying around it. Which honestly, we've only seen it in this one trailer, so that might just be how it looks. But it definitely looks like a ghost type move right now. So I would assume, even though it doesn't necessarily say it, that the type that Terra Blast changes to when the Pokemon terastallizes is that Pokemon's Terra type, and not just some random type. And I also assume, because of how most moves like this are, that when your Pokemon is not terastallized, it is a normal type move. And that's it. Just a reminder that of its release date. And then obviously the special Flying Pikachu promotion. But, yeah. So honestly, there isn't that much to really talk about. It looks easy. People always commenting their thoughts on a game that's not even near release yet. So they still have plenty of time to fix stuff. But you know, people are still gonna complain. But anyway, so that is really my 2 cents, which looks like I wrapped up in perfect time. So I only have like a minute left of recording on my phone because I haven't cleared it out from the last time I recorded. But yeah, so I will see you all next time. And oh yeah, and then on the website, there doesn't seem to be much new. It's literally just this, and then like the information that would be here, like the new moves, new dice, or the new moves, new items, and then minor info on Cyclizar that honestly isn't too insightful into anything like truly groundbreaking. But that concludes this video. I will see you all next time, and have a good... Yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good life. So for today's little bit of bonus footage, because obviously it was about a Pokemon trailer, because you just watched it, that's why I say obviously, I wanted to just show off the Pokemon Happy Meal kit. So first off, it comes with this box. You have to actually, what's the side of it? Right there. You have to punch out the ears yourself, you put them in, and you can see I kind of messed that part up, but we don't talk about that. And then it comes with a pack of 4 Pokemon cards. Which, here, hold on, I'm trying to show off. As you can see right there, got 4 of them. I'm pretty sure they're randomized, like I don't think it comes with like preset Pokemon, but if it does, it does. All I know is that one of them is holographic. In all of them, and this seems to be my holographic one, as you can see. Is Smeargle, which is kind of ironic if you know anything about me. But anyway, I got the Victini one, and so it comes with a Victini style coin, Victini themed box, and a Victini themed spinner. Basically, and then obviously instructions for their little game. Where basically in their little game, you just like you start off with the cards. We're up to 4 players. Each one gets a card, and then you flip this coin. If it's heads, and then basically if it's heads, higher numbers win. If it's tails, lower numbers win. And then after you flip the coin to decide which goes first, you then spin this spinner, and each one is like a different thing. So like Pokemon is, you gotta look at the dex numbers of each Pokemon. That one is, I can't remember actually. But yeah, and then this one, and then there's then there's hearts, which is Pokemon's health, the HP on the card, Pokemon's height, Pokemon's weight, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty fun way to teach kids about Pokemon cards, and I mean, I've never done it, but it seems like it would be fun. But yeah, so that's what I got. I got that on my birthday because it was my birthday and I wanted to treat myself, so I got myself the Pokemon Happy Meal kit. But don't worry, I'm only getting the one, because I'm not going to be one of those types of people that like scalps it online or something like some people have, because that's just being a jerk. If you want one because you're a Pokemon fan, that's one thing, but it's like, come on, don't scalp Happy Meals from a young Pokemon fan, alright? These are meant to be for kids. So just don't buy a lot. Buy one. Buy one for yourself and leave it at that. That's my PSA for the day, I guess.